Tagebuch. Oder Isengrim der Dritte. Oh, nice. Das ist nett. Das ist auf jeden Fall interessant. So, jetzt bin ich hier wieder zurückgelandet. Jetzt ist die Frage, was war da oben? Sollte mal irgendwann den Endhaken noch ein bisschen schneller machen vielleicht. Es gibt ja irgendwie das Modul, womit man einen schnelleren Geschoss hat angeblich. Der eine Hit lässt mich schon mangelhaft werden.
Once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests were locked. It was awful.
Okay. Ein paar Punkte mehr zu haben ist nicht schlecht bei Ärzten.
Well, yes, but he still longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter, never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil? And while he was trying to recover the stone Zenobia had taken from him, the Imperial fleet was tightening its grip. He might fail to save the rebellion, and it would all be her fault. Renato felt a burst of outrage. Not only had she stolen his gem, she'd also stolen his scientists. Sure, they were neutral, but they had helped him discover what the Emperor was up to. They were supposed to be helping me, Renato thought. So unfair. Good thing Renato didn't have vertigo.
You're the one about the Raven one, talking to her son. You don't write, you don't call. Get it? Call? I just made that up.
Easy. So, gucken wir uns hier nochmal um. Vielleicht habe ich hier beim ersten Mal schon was vergessen. Nee, sieht nicht danach aus. Da kann man direkt mal weiter. Hier oben geht es auch nicht weiter. Checken wir mal hier raus, was wir hier haben.
The scientist's toes were pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections.
Mine, said Renato as he took back the stone.
Well, we need it for science, croaked the toads. So he killed them. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too.
I thought you'd never come for me.
whispered the stone. Then, a far speaker toad croaked, in something like Zenobia's voice.
Reynardo, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. You'll kill everyone you love.
That did seem vaguely familiar. But Reynardo had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
I know you can fight this thing.
Zenobia continued in the far speaker's croak.
You let me live. You know how evil it is. It will destroy you, Reynardo. It will destroy everything you love.
He had tried to convince himself that this time he would control the Iblis stone. But he could feel his will becoming brittle. She was right. He would get rid of it. Right? Now. Or now. He didn't really want to. I know. I'll go to the mountains, Reynardo thought. I'll find the strength to do it in the peace and quiet there.
Alles klar, ab geht's in die Berge. Ich nehme mal an, dass ich jetzt dieses Level noch nicht in irgendeiner Form gesehen habe.
As the Farfarer landed at the foot of the mountains, Reynardo was surprised to find Lapino there. What are you doing here?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I was stowed away on an Imperial courier ship, dressed up as a combat nurse carrying a general's beak transplant.
This is not a great time, said Reynardo, who was pretty sure he did not, in fact, believe Lapino's story.
That's when you need your friends,
said Lapino. I just need some peace and quiet, said Reynardo, and grimly set out on the path.
Der wird mich noch irgendwie verraten. In dem Run.
Hoped his hook didn't break.
Naja, gut. Weil abgesehen von den Hits, die ich genommen habe, ist es ja relativ plausibel verlaufen.
Look, it's not personal, but you smell terrible.
Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down.
Gehen wir mal hier runter, hier war ich ja noch nicht. Yay! Erze! Woo!
Reynardo had
Noch
been to
mehr
a dungeon
Erze.
once where all the chests had teeth and eyes. It had been a short visit.
Das geht schnell.
Renato told his friend how he had slaughtered the toads and how he had nearly slain Zenobia. A terrible burden, this Iblis stone, sympathized the rabbit. Yeah, but I need it for the rebellion. Do you now? You know, you were a pretty fine fighter before you were wielding a demonic decoration. Oddly, the sword wasn't whispering at him to kill the Pino. Up ahead in the mountains, there was a peaceful spot. If he could rid himself of his burden anywhere, it was there.
Also, hier stirbt der Lapino zu 100%. Ja gut, der hat mich ja auch im ersten Run ein bisschen Verräterinium wollen. Oder Verräteros sein wollen. Schildbrecher drin, das ist halt ein bisschen kacke. Da fehlt einfach ein bisschen was.
Renato's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he?
So, nehmen wir mein Erlschwert wieder raus.
A gem of power. Ooh, you didn't find those every day.
So, Level 3 Machtstein.
Coming back to him.
Level 17.
Wondered what he'd remember next.
Yay, wieder Erze. Wie viel? 37 habe ich jetzt gerade. Das ist eine gute Anzahl. Wenn ich jetzt nochmal zweifache, dreifache rausholen könnte, wäre...
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
Rein theoretisch könnte ich ja die Schadensresistenz rausnehmen, weil wenn ich mich nicht treffen lasse, dann ist das ja alles okay. Ich meine, ich bin ja vom Damage her, oder wenn ich mehr Damage austeile, als ich Schaden fresse oder fressen könnte, wäre das plausibel. Eisweg, den ich noch nicht gewählt habe.
The new pathway made Renato curious.
Ja, natürlich. Mich macht er auch neugierig. So ein bisschen Minecraft eingehaucht, das Ganze hier. Alles so eckig und kantig. Dafür, das zu lesen.
Give me a lever, said Archimedes, and I shall open it.